I'm going to try my best to recap this just absolutely insane baseball game we just watched. These first two games have just been wild. But the Minnesota Twins tonight jumped all over Tristan McKenzie, who's been pitching very well so far this season. For Cleveland, Carlos Correa hit 2 home runs off of him, you see here. And they kept adding, too. It wasn't just the Correa jumping on him. The Twins got off to a very nice lead, but here we see a nice safety squeeze, a creative small ball move. I know everybody calls for those. Ryan Jeffers had a nice game. Here's another RBI double he had. But Cleveland kind of showed that they're a tough team, a team that's very difficult to put away. They're going to make you beat them. They're going to stick in games, and that's exactly what happened with the Twins just not playing very crisp at certain points. You know, a lot of people kind of thought maybe Byron Buxton makes that catch. Unfortunately, he was out due to his knee being a bit sore. Here's some other kind of Cleveland taking advantage of things, an error. When Thielbar pitching, that scores a run. See Alex Kirilloff kind of starts to get off and then can't get back over in front of that one. So Cleveland took advantage of those to stay in the game, and then they got themselves back in the lead thanks to a rough outing from Jarrell Cotton in the middle innings. Sonny Gray only went 4 innings tonight, so there's going to be a lot of Twins bullpen, and, you know, you just can't feel good about that as a Twins fan right now at all. But you can feel good about this lineup, and the lineup did have a nice night. I don't want to lose complete sight of that. Alex Kirilloff with this 2-out game-tying single with Gary Sanchez going first to third on that play. And then Gio Urshela hits a 3-run home run that should have kind of been a signature moment for his time as a Twin. You know, everybody going nuts. The dugout going nuts, the bullpen going nuts, target field going crazy. Emilio Pagan comes out in the 8th inning, and he just blows Cleveland away. Strikes out the side, and you feel like, oh, good deal. We kind of dodged a bullet there, Pagan. But then they try to get cute and save some guys who had pitched yesterday and just try to make do with Pagan. He does not retire any of the batters he faces in the 9th inning. 1-run scores. Griffin Jacks comes in, and this play that was not made aggressively by Trevor Larnach. And again, Cleveland takes advantage, scoring 2 runs on that play that they really didn't have any business scoring 2 runs on. And then they do take the lead in the 9th inning, and the Twins cannot come back to score in the bottom of the 9th against Emmanuel Clase. It was just disgusting. So again, that's the win probability chart. Just a wild game. And again, Cleveland, the Twins definitely did not take care of business, but credit to Cleveland also for staying in this game, fighting to the finish. They did a nice job. And I think both these teams' strengths and weaknesses have been on display this series, with Cleveland just kind of being very pesky, and the Twins bullpen just being hot trash. There's really no better way to put it than that. Here's a look at the rundown throughout the entire minor league system. We're going to take a look a little bit at Josh Winder. You know, the Twins need pitching desperately, and whatever role you can get Winder in could be a huge boost. And, you know, he pitched pretty well for the Saints tonight. I heard a mention of him hitting 96 miles per hour in the first inning, so that's great. We'll see what kind of role they're going to look for him, whether it's going to be a starter, a reliever, a multi-inning reliever, who knows, but he's definitely a guy, now that he's looking healthy, who can help the Twins out. And here's the final out of the 4th inning for him. Jake Cave makes a nice tumbling catch in left field. Old friend Jake Cave. Moving over to the hitting side. And again, you see there, Gio Urshela had a great night. Not a lot going on, especially with Double-A. That game with the wind surge ending in a rain delay. We're going to take a look at some of those highlights. With Seth Gray hit a big home run for Cedar Rapids. Here is Deshaun Kersey hitting a home run in the 4th inning for the wind surge in Wichita. And you see it was clear here, and like the next batter basically was Anthony Prado. And this was the scene. It was just like instant pouring Anthony Prado at the dish, and he ends up getting hit by a pitch. And thankfully the umpire was like, that's it. That's enough. If Anthony Prado's in danger, we got to call this thing. And it's always interesting. You want to watch the tarp polls in the minor leagues, because they don't have like a grounds crew. This is just like team employees, front office members that have to pull tarp, and it can get interesting, as we saw here. But you know, the guy sticks with it, and they get the tarp pull. You got the guy in the red hoodie at the bottom's jacked up, pumping the crowd up for this guy. Good team player. So I just want to salute. You know, a lot of people working hard in the minor leagues. Obviously, we talk about the players a lot, but there are a lot of people that kind of make things happen behind the scenes that are also doing lots of crazy stuff to help out. So again, we're going to take a look just at the starting pitchers and the notable hitting performances in case you missed those if they went too quick. But clearly, just a tough time to be a Twins fan. But gotta say again, man, what a couple of entertaining baseball games at the end of the day. Obviously frustrating as a Twins fan, but hopefully, they're gaining something out of these games. We're learning a lot about Cleveland, and hopefully the Twins, this is just putting a magnifying glass in their weaknesses and something to get addressed with those. Thanks for watching. We'll talk again tomorrow.